Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today, I'm filming in a different spot. My bed's really messy and I didn't want to make it because I'm gonna go to sleep after this. So today I'm coming out with a really fun coming out story. I'm so funny. Please subscribe at my jokes. But yeah, basically I'm gonna talk about kind of, because I don't think there's like one coming out story and that I have. It was pretty like general. Like I didn't just one day, like I was carrying this weight on my shoulders for so long and I was like, it was never like that. It was pretty chill for me actually. But I'm gonna start with how I found out, I guess. I think part of me always knew crushes on girl characters all the time, and Marceline from Adventure Time, hit me up. I love you. I'm just I literally wanted to be her, but also wanted to fuck her. Well, not fuck her because I was a child. I can't handle it. I remember the first time I actually even thought about that was when I was like in grade 7, I think. My friend had told me, I think that she was pansexual or something like that. And in Spanish, pan, like P-A-N, means bread. Okay, so this girl told me that, and then I went to my mom and I was like, oh, I think like I might be this, and she's like, what, you're into bread? You're into bread? Obviously not. I'm pretty sure I explained it to her, but she was like, and so that idea was put out of my mind real quickly. In grade 8, I remember I was like, that's when I moved to Canada. Like I had a bunch of friends and they were like, oh, I was in the group with the LGBTQ people and they were my friends. And even then, like I remember I wasn't thinking about that much yet. But then in grade 9, I was still friends with these people. And I hadn't given it much thought. But like there's a couple incidents. Like I remember at one point, me and my mom and my stepdad were all talking about Elsa. And this is like 4 years ago. So like this is when Frozen, it wasn't like that new. But this is when people were starting to talk about like the second movie being made and everyone was like signing those petitions to make Elsa gay. And I remember we were talking about it, I was like, oh my god, yes, she should be gay. And my stepdad and my mom were
like, no, like children should not be seeing that.
And like it got really heated and I was like, oh my god, I don't know. And I started crying so hard, I was like, and I literally stormed off crying because I was like trying to defend it and I was so hurt. And at that moment, I didn't piece it together. My mom's always like,
if my kid wasn't gay, I knew it. Like a mother just.
I was like, excuse me, ma'am. How did you not know when I started crying over fucking Elsa? And like I know there's another point where there was a discussion I had with my stepdad. And I remember he like said something really offensive. And I was like, and I stormed off crying. So I think those are pretty big red flags that this is not straight. But I didn't really like have a moment where I was like, I'm gay. Like, well, I'm bi, not gay, but there isn't a moment where I was like, no. It was more like, I remember in grade 9, I ended up crushing really hard over, and this was like my first crush on a girl crush. And I remember just looking at this girl and like thinking, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Like, I want to kiss her. And I remember there was this, literally how it came out to all my friends. We were just in a circle and you had to go around and say your name, pronouns, and sexuality, right? And I was like, Ella, she, her, bye. And that's like literally how I came out to my friends, and everyone was like, it was no big deal. Then coming out to my mom, I mean, I guess I've come out to her so many times, and she just, Mom, if you're watching this, she's gonna be like, she just doesn't accept it. Like, I love my mom so much. She's the best. She's the greatest. I would not trade her for anyone else, but this is just a phase for her. I've tried to tell her so many times. Like, the first time I told her I had a crush on that girl. That was my first girl crush, and she was like, and I like dated a girl for a while, you know, and that was like my only serious relationship I've ever had. Everyone else I'm like, ugh. So and my mom hated her. My mom hated this girl so much. And now we're friends. And my mom loves her. Yeah. So anyways, that's how I came out to my mom, my stepdad. How I came out to him was that I was, so my ex, the one I was talking about, she gave me one of her hoodies, you know, from school, and it had her last name on it. Obviously, like a lot of school sports and, you know, hoodies have that. And so I was wearing that, and it's obviously like, she's like 6 feet tall and I'm like super short, so it's huge on me. And he's like,
Oh, who says that?
you know, like he saw like there's another last name, and I was like, oh, it's my girlfriend's. And he's like,
Excuse me?
and I was like, it's my girlfriend's. And then I was like, and so we got into an argument about God. And he's still, I mean, okay, this is the thing too. I obviously like my stepdad, I love him too. And I don't talk to him about stuff because he's just my stepdad. So it's fine. But with my mom, it's kind of hard sometimes because, like, she always tells me, like, there's no way you're actually bi because you never talk to me about girls. You always talk to me about guys. And I'm like, because of how you act when I talk to you about girls. You don't want me to talk to you about girls. Like, honestly, when I'm conflicted about things, when I have, you know, I always go to my mom for advice when I'm for relationships. But when I'm with, like, into a girl and I really like a girl, I don't go to my mom for advice because I don't feel comfortable doing it. It's kind of fucked. I actually, like, was having some issues not even that long ago, like, where I was, like, you know, having some emotions for a girl, and I had to, like, I literally didn't know who to ask for advice because I couldn't ask my mom because I didn't feel comfortable. Bonus story, how I came out to my aunt like 3 days ago. I don't know why I had mentioned my best friend to her, because my best friend and I used to date, right? That's my ex. I had mentioned her to my aunt and I called her my ex. And yeah, I basically came out to my aunt like that, and I was like, oh, well, shit. And she was like, oh. Like, now I know, basically. I think people just know. I never have to come out to people anymore. It's very casual if I do. Like, ever since, like, honestly, the only people that were hard it was like my parents. And it wasn't that hard because, you know, I knew they weren't going to be really accepting. But the only person really who doesn't know, I mean, I don't know that most of my family knows, but I wouldn't care for them to find out that much, except my mom's like, you can't be fully gay, you can't be like that until your grandpa's dead. Because my grandpa's like, I don't know if he would care that much, but my mom definitely does not want him to know, because he's really religious. Like, he goes to church so much. Yeah. That's my family. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say that I want it that way. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to cut that out. I'm so bad. Like, your ears are going to be ripped. Anyways, yeah, so that was the story for today. I know, like, it's not, like, super exciting coming out story. It's pretty boring. Except that it's hard for me. You know, I've cried a lot about this. It's... I still struggle with my mom. And we fight about this every once in a while, too, because it's hard. And I don't think that it's not that she doesn't accept me. I know a big part of it is that she doesn't want to see me get hurt for, you know, being with a female. And she just wants me to be straight. But honestly, I'm kind of struggling with my sexuality. Like, I'm definitely into dudes, I know that I am. But I feel like every time I try to date a dude, it just doesn't work out. So part of me is like, should I just date girls? Like, fuck. So yeah, anyways, I'm struggling with that. And yeah, but that was the video. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment down below. And if you're not subscribed yet, because I know like 70% of the people who watch my videos are not. So 70% of you guys need to subscribe. Well, if you're not subscribed, subscribe please. I hope you really like this video, and I hope you're having a great afternoon, day, or night, whatever time it is for you. And I love you guys.